Okay, you guys, with exercise 9-5, we're going to look at a budgeted income statement. And it's very similar to exercise 9-4, which you'll do for homework. This is on page 494. We got Harold and Silverman, dentists, budgeted for the following revenue and expenses for March. Okay, so we'll do our heading here. Harold and Silverman. And let's include dentist in the title there too. And this is going to be our budgeted income statement. And this will be for the month ending March 31st, 2013. Notice it says ending. We use that terminology with the budget. Guys, it's just like an income statement you've seen before. It's that we're working with budgeted numbers rather than actual numbers. Okay, so we'll take our budgeted revenues, deduct our budgeted expenses to get a budgeted income number. Our revenue here is patient revenue. Okay. And their patient revenue is expected to be $51,500. Next, we have what they call operating costs. We've referred to them in the past as operating expenses. And then we have, I guess we could list them greatest to least. Dentists' salaries. Okay, and we expect the dentist salaries to be $23,800. And notice our wording's not as formal on the budgeted income statement as it would be on an actual income statement going to parties outside the business. And you probably, this is awful, I just noticed this. So we're not so informal that we want to misspell budgeted or dentist. Good grief. I can spell better than I can type, I promise. Sorry for the error there. Okay, after dentist salaries, the next largest one I see is hygienist wages. Maybe I lied about the spelling. Okay, the hygienist wages were $5,600, like we said. The next, looks like we've got what, $2,200 for fringe benefits. Lease expense, $2,000. Secretarial support, Okay, next we have depreciation on equipment. Which was expected to be 1,500. You know, some of these numbers you can hit pretty well too, you guys. The one that's a big guess is the biggest guess is probably patient revenue. We probably know our dentist salaries and hygienist wages fairly closely, if not exactly, before going into the month. Same with fringe benefits and our lease or rent expense. Probably the same with secretarial support and depreciation. So we're probably getting pretty close on our cost. The revenue is the one that's a little more difficult to calculate. But at a dentist office, they had standing appointments with patients they felt good about. Maybe it's not that hard to predict. Okay, we have left utilities. And that one was $550. Okay, so we want to sum these. We get $37,550 for total cost, total operating cost, budgeted. Then we'll subtract that amount. Get our we'll subtract that amount from revenues to get our operating income. So it's $51,500 minus the $37,550 gets us $13,950 operating income, or budgeted operating income for the month of March. And we'd be preparing this obviously prior to the month of March. Okay, you guys, if you completed this one with me, I don't think you'll have any trouble with the homework exercise 9-4. And then I don't have another problem to give you to turn in for homework, but I'm going to do a couple more videos of some other exercises that you'll want to practice. They could show up on your final, but you don't have another homework assignment to turn in from Chapter 9 other than exercise 9-4 and exercise 9-6. Alright, thanks a lot. Please be in touch if you have questions.